question. Are you born here in the Philippines?
I was born here in the Philippines, right here in Cagayan actually.
When did you migrate to the States?
2005, if I remember correctly. Well, I didn't remember. I was told I moved here in 2005. I moved from 2005.
Okay. How is it living there in the States?
There it's a lot. Climate's different. Here it's really humid, a lot of moisture in the air. Well, back in California, that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
California, it's a lot more dry heat, and it gets pretty cold. Here it's constant 70, 80 degrees here. So it's hard to get used to, you know, right? Yeah.
Can you give me an advice on like how to cope up living in the States, especially with first time living in the States? So can you give me an advice about that?
In any foreign country, like I think it's really good that you know how to talk to people and how to communicate with their own language. Well, that's kind of my mistake here too. I don't know Visaya very well, so I can't really communicate with the mozzarella drivers or the people around here. It's a lot more difficult when you don't know the language. So I'd say get to know how to speak to the people there, and that's very important. Number two, I'd say so if you're not from there, I think you should really follow the laws like very strictly. You don't do anything illegal. You don't do anything you're not used to doing in your own country in another ones. You know, so you have to be very strict on how that because how do you say it? In other countries, they're more strict and more aggressive towards outsiders, like those with foreign skin or foreign, just from not from there. That's very prevalent in say in the States. If you're from another country, you're gonna be discriminated. It's gonna be a lot of prejudice behind you, and it's going to be really tough for you to make it through that barrier. So I'd say very much be a law-abiding citizen and don't give the government a reason to kick you out. And then thirdly, if you're gonna be firstly like going there, you have to have a purpose there. Like you'd say, have a straight goal, know what you want, and if you're like say a job, if you want to get a job, you have to work really hard at it. You have to be the best in your field. Maybe not the best, but you have to be good enough so that they won't see it as a reason to get you out or kick you out of that company. You know?
Thank you so much.
Oh, hi, I am Neil, by the way, and you are?
Sebastian, how are you?
Sebastian. Good to know. Sebastian, I would just like to ask if this is your first time here in the Philippines.
Oh, it's gonna stop. I was here every other summer for vacation since 2010. So I've been here maybe 4 times before this.
4 times. But is this your first time studying here in the Philippines?
Yes, it is.
Okay, sir. I am very interested to know about what is your experience in the Philippine education system.
As in how it's taught
Yes.
and how in the classroom. I'd say compared to the States or just my experience. I think that Philippine education system it's an interesting one. It's a lot different from how I experienced teaching in the U.S. And I wouldn't say it's less structured, but it's more loose than it is in the U.S. There's a lot of regulations you have to follow in the U.S. school system. And here it's a lot more, you can learn what you wish, but it has to be on top. It's like that. I can't really explain it exactly, but they are different in a way.
What is your opinion about how the Philippines is running their education system? What I mean about is your opinion on how they run their schools and how they're teaching their students to be competitive.
Competitive in the workplace and the work field. I think they're running the school pretty well, honestly. It is a competitive world out there, and I like how the school system is they want to show you how real it could be. They have you hands-on training, you have internships, you have a lot of things to go into. And they're not going to really hold your hand in most of those situations, so it's good to really put yourself out there and really you really embrace your field and you understand you're actually doing it in the real world. That's good because our education system there in the States, they really hold your hand sometimes. They really instruct you on what to do, every single detail and minute step you have to take during those interviews and those whatnot. Everything that leads up to that point of you getting a job. They really hold your hand in that way. But here it's more like here's your objective. This is you. You have to get there. We're gonna help you out very minimally. You're gonna have to construct your own steps to get to the top. Yeah, I like that. I like that.
So thank you so much, Sebastian, for your time.
Okay, so good morning, Sebastian.
Good morning, Nino. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine, thank you. So, how long did you stay here in Cagayan de Oro City?
So far, 7 months. That's my stay. I got here in July, end of July, up until now.
Oh, so, like, what is your first impression when you came to the city?
So far, it's very dense. I'll say that. It's very dense. It's a lot of traffic. I'll say that. Where I'm from, it's very. How do you say? It's a lot wider. The roads are a lot wider. Here, it's a lot more cramped. A lot more people in one area than.
So, like, so if you have to compare and contrast with your experience in the state and here in the city, what would it be?
I would say it would be cramped. It's more cramped. I think there's a lot more people inside a smaller amount of space, and you have to deal with that on a day-to-day basis. While in the States, it's more spread out. Everybody has their own more wider lands, wider roads, more space to breathe and stuff. You know.
So, if I ask you for your suggestions to make this city more convenient or livable, what would it be?
Maybe I would say less cars, less traffic on the road, so people can get to their places and where they need to go faster, more efficiently. More control over who lives where, maybe some direction or some. So I have, since my time here, I have not seen too many law enforcement being here in our area trying to control or try to organize the people of Cagayan. So I observed that, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure.
Okay, thank you, Sebastian. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Isai.
Hi, Isa. I'm Sebastian.
Would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Would you help me to carry my bag because it's so heavy and my back aches.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh.
So where are you headed?
I'll go into that room and over there so I can walk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There's the way.
Yeah. So come on.